tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to South Park, the After Show, Season 18, Episode 10. Happy holidays from the Washington Redskins. Who gives an F? We have Christy Olson.
Hello, everyone.
That's a hologram, of course. We have Phil Svitek. That's me. That's a hologram, of course. And in picture-in-picture view, we have Stephen Lemieux. Stephen Lemieux! Now, if you're listening to this episode, it might not be as fun or might not make as much sense if you're listening. So for this one, I would definitely suggest going over to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. By the way, subscribe if you haven't already done so.
That guy's such a douche, you know? He's such a dick.
Steven, at least show him where the subscribe button is. Be useful.
Okay, the subscribe button's right there, but that guy's a dick.
All right, very good. Now, Stephen and I weren't here last week. Christy held it down with our own Josh Richmond.
Yes, and you know what? We had a great conversation, actually. I don't know that the people loved it, but I had a good time. But I'm glad that you guys are back here with us, because I'm interested what you have to say about all this.
Overall thoughts on tying everything in from a seasonal perspective. I mean, they had everything, down to the customer service, down to everybody.
Every single episode referenced. Yeah.
And
this is the first time they've done this, correct? Like, this is the very first time ever that South Park has had stories that literally flew through the entire season.
Yes.
So for a standpoint on that, I think that it turned out pretty good, and I liked seeing the references in every episode.
But it was cool because they haven't done it before, right? If they start doing this all the time, are we going to still feel that way about it?
It depends how they do it, you know, and this episode, for whatever it's worth, was weird. Did not make sense. It
was a little weird.
For those of you who haven't seen Transcendence, it literally. By the way, you can reference Transcendence or you can reference Lucy. Take your pick. It really doesn't matter. But the fact of becoming one and just again transcending something and becoming just this ridiculous thing that no one can explain. That's what the movie's about, and that's what this show was about, and that the fact that they were able to actually explain it by that, I'm glad.
I gotta say, my favorite part of the episode was the way they did that with Bill Cosby and Taylor Swift was such poor humor that I love this show because of it. It was so perfect that they could do that. And I love the tweets at the bottom like, isn't it a little too soon for this? Are they really doing this?
And
so
Taylor, of all
perfect.
people. Poor Taylor.
All right, what do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the Redskin Christmas special?
No, the Redskin fuck you holidays Christmas special.
All right, let's start there.
Can I just say real quickly, there was not one naughty word last week, not one. So you guys have a really good like ratio. You can build up. You can do last week's naughty words and this week's naughty words. So let it fly.
Hashtag Freemium After Show was by far one of the most successful after shows for South Park we've ever done.
For all the wrong reasons.
Anyway. The first episode of this season with the Redskins was amazing. They started off the season completely fabulous, and the fact that, by the way, I thought they made that the title of the holiday special, and it was like, okay, they're just referencing it. But the fact that the reason why it's called that is because Cartman called it that, that's what's funnier.
You like that?
Yes, very much so.
You think that was just the only way they could think of to reference the Washington Redskins episode?
Why not?
It didn't fit in anywhere else.
Did you notice the logo had the penis with the freaking bow on it and everything?
I missed that.
Oh no, it was the new. It was the new logo.
Oh hey.
Yeah, it was a non-trademark logo.
I'll have to rewatch. Check it out.
Yes, it was very good.
They tackled Ferguson. They tackled the Eric Garner case.
By the way, I mean, for all intents, the jokes they were telling, they obviously set up brilliantly in the police station. But
Yes.
when they're telling the tattooed black man tells the other black man, "I'm on your side, bro." That was amazing. I do feel like the cops.
Right.
We can't kill the black people. It's trending. We can't kill black people. I know we can't kill them. We're working on it.
We're trying. Well, maybe we're just not supposed to kill them. Maybe because we're a little bit racist for doing that. What? No, just shut up.
They were on the right side of the law, man.
I do like that. You shoot him first, then choke him. Just in case.
Guys, there's a black man who walked into the police station. I think I've heard this one. Hey, say it again. Say it again. I love that it's interesting that like they arrest Michael Jackson for being a black man, and then they like can't even prove that he's a black man. It's like, but he has to be black. You can't be wrong about this.
Is that Mylar Brown?
Did you try choking him? Did you try shooting him? Did you try shooting him then choking him?
But I love, obviously anyone who watches the show in its longevity, Michael Jackson has been continually referenced. And of course, when he said, like, that's ignorant, you know, it used to mean something.
Allegedly!
It's still funny. It is
Very
still
funny.
Hilarious.
Because it's like when they have to finally tell the daughter that he is Lord. And he's like, who's that? That's ignorant.
That was like one of my favorite parts of the episode when Randy's like, well, we tell her like we tell everything else, step by step. Hey, honey, I'm Lord, and all that music that you've really been listening to and really connecting with and like is made by me, and I'm Lord, and okay, hope you're doing well. Bye, honey. Step by step. But you realize that this entire episode was just like last episode when it's a complete rehashing,
right.
And it's so brilliant that they're rehashing like it's the first time they've rehashed all the shit from the entire season.
Rehash the rehash of the rehash.
Let me ask you. Do you think it's a brilliant strategy that they're kind of listening to the fans of what's? I mean, Lord, they struck gold with this Lord thing. Did they know? But the fact that they listened to it,
no
right?
one even cared about Lord anymore, and now South Park put her back on the map.
Well,
although she is only 18.
Yes.
A rare mistake in the South Park there. They referenced her as 19 years old. She actually just turned 18. I know.
I don't care.
Remember?
I think it's amazing that with so many TV shows you can't adapt to what's going on in trending news, and Trey and Matt just do this so well, and they even showed it with the second episode of the season when they had hi, I'm an old school reporter talking about Lord, so why are you making fun of Lord? Why are you doing it? She doesn't deserve it. Like.
But that's what I like. They turned it inwards on themselves rather than, again, whether it's the elections, whether it's that, and obviously they've brought in very many things about the whole trending and watching and whatever else. But the fact that they turned it inward and made fun of themselves, that's the rehashing part of it. That's the beauty of it. Again, like, how funny
Cartman didn't think it was very beautiful.
I like that.
He was upset.
I liked that I kind of thought of myself as a grandpa after watching it. Because literally, I'm like, I look at the generation like 5 years younger than me, and I'm just like, you kids are idiots. Like, this stuff is lame. What are you doing? Like, none of this stuff is cool. Why are you playing Kim Kardashian on your phone and spending money on freemium gaming? This whole season made fun of this generation. It really did.
It did.
Like, from start to finish. It had a whole episode about wacky races, something that is amazing to us, but kids would never understand. It makes fun of Lord, who's 18, 19, whatever. She's like the icon of the kids. Makes fun of Twitter. I mean, it tackles every base to make everyone who's old feel like a grandpa and every kid not get the joke.
Well, it was also, with the holograms, you had Kurt Cobain, and then on the bottom you just had, who's Kurt Cobain? Hashtag I hate Cartman.
Kurt Cobain.
Like, and also, the notion of all these holograms, and it was like, what's up with these holograms? Get over it.
I love how they did Robin Williams. Too soon?
Yeah, I thought they were going to do more with Robin.
Yeah, they could have, but I think they if they had to divide their time, I'm glad they went for Bill Cosby instead.
Did you look at the Twitter handles that were tweeting it at all?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Every time you look, you're like, yeah, this is just like a normal Twitter handle, like script goat, and that green thing over there.
Some of them reference some of the past episodes.
Yeah, they're so on point. And then the live tweeting is just, guys. I mean, come on, Phil. You've been ranting about this for weeks. Why has the rehash after show not gotten more views? We're literally doing what they do.
That's what we do.
To South Park.
We are literally. This is the brilliance. Like by the way, we were ahead of the curve. You call yourself a grandpa over there in the corner. Her and I, we're visionaries. We were doing Cartman Bra before Cartman Bra knew what Cartman Bra.
Yes.
And
Christy reports.
That's right. So, I mean, that's what we're literally doing. We're talking about a TV. We're commenting on the commenting. If only we had a little screen for the show, that's all But due to legal reasons, we cannot.
Well, how did we stay out of these episodes? They know we exist. They could have thrown us a little shout out. Come on.
Next season.
Next season.
Watch that rehash episode, people. I was very good.
The brilliant thing about Trey and Matt, though, is if we do get a shout out, they're going to make us look like the biggest douchebags ever. They're gonna make fun of us for the fact that people think that it's really South Park that they're clicking on, and it turns out to just be these douchebags talking about it.
That'll be the storyline they take. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I love it.
They're gonna have you bent over doing coke and taking it up the ass from a stripper.
Well,
with a strap
Mr.
on.
Slave.
Were you guys surprised that they took someone like PewDiePie and gave him this much attention? Actually had him. He was a guest star.
No,
Has South Park ever had a guest star?
Because they explain exactly what they're doing. This season was the South Park Go Fuck Yourself holiday special. It was, because they're adapting everything that's trending now with the new generation to try to get them involved with South Park. They have a hashtag. They have the Twitter. They're bringing in PewDiePie, which everyone watches. This is a new generation of South Park watchers seeing an episode because it has PewDiePie in it.
You're thinking like a producer, Stephen. You're thinking like a producer.
And I love the thanks South Park for being on my show. That's the end now.
Oh, I wonder. Do you think he got paid for that? I think it was just like a promotion thing.
I'm sure. That was the best promotion you could have gotten. Like,
yeah.
What the hell is he gonna get out of it? $10,000. Let's say he gets paid $50,000 for this period. There's no you are now on South Park. You are immortalized on South Park.
Forever.
South Park, bruh.
Even if you got $1 million for that appearance, there's nothing that could that's it.
It's so morbid to me when celebrities get on South Park, and any way they are shown, they complain about it. I'm like, if they're making fun of you, it means you're somebody.
Yeah, I remember seeing Jennifer Lopez in an interview not long ago, and she had never even seen the episode. And her friends that she was with were referencing it and laughing, and she had no idea what they were talking about.
Oh,
like,
chocolate flavor kisses from a babe.
Yeah, don't you think people have said that to her like 1,000,000 times on the street?
I'm sure.
She really hasn't seen that episode? Really?
I really want to know what Taylor Swift thinks about Bill Cosby attempting to date rape her.
I don't think South Park is even on her. She can't. She transcends South Park because she's too goody.
I love Bill Cosby, the insertion of him like, hey, you have good morals here. We want to use your hashtag save the living room. And please be part of our program.
Very cleverly written little rhyme, 'twas the night before Christmas style to open the episode.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I loved it.
Very good.
No,
and that is the hassle of doing 30-minute comedies for an after show.
No, it was cute. It was creative.
Christy reports, brah.
Right?
This was something special. I loved customer service.
We do not know what's going on.
And then literally everything changed. Now we're at the customer service. What is going on? Hashtag I hate Cartman, bro.
We're in a living room. Wait, we're at some Italian restaurant. Buca de what the fuck is this? Referencing Buca de Beppo. If you've never heard of it, it's a California Italian.
And by the way, how about the fact that no one cared that they shot the grandpa? They just shot him. Michael Jackson shot him.
Live television.
Allegedly
That's
shot him. That's ignorant. It's like, you know what, Michael Jackson? I think that we might be the only people who love kids quite as much as you. Allegedly! I mean, like, the more I think about this episode and the more points it actually hit, the more it's probably one of my favorites of the season. Probably favorite of the season.
Really?
Well, it
Both
has
of them
to,
as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it can't. This does not work without the others.
No,
That's
not
the
at all.
only
Yeah,
thing.
like, you have to see the whole season to get everything, but as a collective, like, this is a good... Like, this is a really damn good season, I think.
I want to put it in front of someone who's not seen a single episode of this season and have them feel like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, there was so much in the rehash episode. I was kind of expecting even more from this one. I mean, there's just so many subplots and so many
could they have
different
put
things
in
that they
more?
were like, well, I don't know. That's the question. That's what
I
I'm
like...
saying.
This was a 2-episode finale, correct?
The only
Basically?
thing that Uber wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
Did they not reference anything from the Uber episode?
I mean, I'm sure they referenced Lord, but
Oh, because she was in that episode.
but in terms of actually, like, they should have been like, we need to take Uber over there.
To the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
That would have been good. Oh, I totally lost what I was gonna say. No, as a two-parter, I liked this two-parter a lot more than last season's 3-parter with Walmart and
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Friday. I thought this was much stronger as a whole.
It was much stronger because the comedy was there, but the whole of it was frustrating last year's Walmart thing, but that's what it was supposed to be doing. So it accomplished its goal because that's in terms of what they were doing with Game of Thrones. It was this never-ending thing, like, hey, the battle's coming. Yeah, no, it's coming, but hold on, the pizza's coming. Everything was just always coming, and then everything became about dicks.
Oh yeah.
Why do I use horses? Because they're the only mode of transportation that has dicks. What is this?
So that was last. It's amazing that that's already been a year ago.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, where the hell is Mr. Hanky on this one?
I was expecting when it was hashtag We Believe.
Right?
I thought
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
no. Instead, it's. But I don't know if people got that. But I think everyone was equally confused when he showed up because they were expecting Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo.
Yeah.
Right?
So where'd he
Yeah.
go? What's he doing?
I guess we
He's
didn't
like
believe enough.
chilling in a condo in Boca?
As of the stick of truth, Mr. Hanky is in the sewers with his slut whore wife that's addicted to alcohol and his 3 kids.
That sounds like that sounds like Tally as well.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I think they're all kind of in bad places.
Oh, see, we didn't see him this season either.
Tally isn't in the stick of truth.
We didn't. We also didn't get who's Nimsy and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but that was the Uber episode.
that was the Uber
Yeah.
episode. That would have been funny somehow tied in. Now again, Mr. Hanky could have not shown up. I Hate Cartman Bra was actually trending on Twitter. Hashtag We Believe in You. Which, by the way, I love that's
That's
a
impressive.
reference to the Human Sentai Pad episode where it's ass to mouth sewn
hated
together.
that episode.
I
That one was my favorite. Just
Really?
like, I believe in you. Just the.
I believe in you, gefilte fish. I can't help but wonder if this ending to the season or what this built up to could quite possibly have been in response to Comedy Central saying that South Park isn't trending on Twitter enough. Like, I wonder if the producers were saying that they need to do more to trend on social media to get the younger crowd.
And they were like,
and this was
"Screw
their
you, here it
response.
is."
Like, I feel like that could be possible.
You might be right about that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys are always on everybody's butt to be trending and tweeting, right?
As
As the producers of AfterBuzz.
Come in, brah.
Yeah, see?
I mean, the good news is, and again, by the way, that's what they value, right? That's the funny part. What was I going to say? The good news is with Trey and Matt, I think the more you put them in a box, the more they'll just figure out how to be in that box, but they'll make the box ridiculous.
Like the censorship.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say it earlier, but one of my favorite episodes of this series is, let me put it on wide, is the word of curse, where they summon the dragon by saying the F word too many times.
Oh, yes.
Like, that's one of my favorite things, and that was because of the whole censorship thing where they're finally allowed to say it as many times as they wanted to, so they took it full advantage.
But do you really think they're getting that much feedback these days? I mean, don't you think they're one of those shows that can just do whatever they want? And...
You'd think not, but I think they probably are.
Yeah.
Well, they have... I mean, by the way, you look at their sponsors. Apple's a sponsor. And I'm not saying that to say like, hey, Apple's like on their case to like, bro, you gotta tone it down with Steve Jobs.
Yo, man, Bill Cosby.
But I think it's just ironic that I think they had like, I think sponsors are at a point like, hey, people watch this show, they're gonna do what they do, they're gonna rip us apart. So, but they're gonna get the audience, and as long as it's something that the audience can find hilarious, again, the South Park audience will use iPads.
Right.
Right? So let's just advertise with them regardless of what they say about us.
You've seen the iPhones the entire season. Everyone has a damn iPhone and it has the Apple symbol on it.
Yeah, when they pulled out the laptops too.
Super, super big marketing right there. I honestly, now that I think about it, I think they could probably do no wrong. Because if Comedy Central was ever going to drop South Park, Netflix, Hulu, somebody would pick them up in a heartbeat.
Not even that, dude. The fact that their fans would fund them.
Right.
Like, they'd literally start a Kickstarter and
they
like, hey, we need
new episodes on the website.
Yeah, we need X amount of dollars per episode. Let's do it.
Yeah.
If we get 5 episodes out of it, we get 5 episodes out of it. Like
Or they're cool. They appreciate their fans. They would probably just fund it themselves and be like, hey, guys, here's the other ideas we had that we didn't get to show you.
I would fucking love to see the stretch goals and like what you get for donating to South Park. Do acid with Trey and Matt, $15,000. Like what you could get out of donating.
Which was an episode.
It was.
They made what was that, episode 2 or 3? I forget at this point. No, that was the first episode.
That was the first one.
Yeah, because they did
Redskins.
Go
fund
Fund
yourself.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Bringing it all back.
All right. Well, we've
Full circle.
We've hit 22 minutes, so we can sufficiently
talk
trick
about-
people into thinking that this is an episode of South Park.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk longer this time around.
Yeah, although I did specifically go for that last week because I remember you guys saying that.
Just to mess with them.
Yeah, you know.
Before we didn't care, but now we do it out of spite for the idiots.
Still, the only show that'll get hundreds of thousands of views, 1 like, 800 dislikes.
They were talking about that in this too. By the end, everyone was hating Cartman, and it's more like if everyone hates something, then it's popular.
And you know, one of my favorite things last week was when Lord rubbed out her clit.
For lack of a better phrase.
That became popular, so it's like whatever. And then in today's episode, oh, you mean Lord, who's on Jimmy Fallon? Whatever I forget what she was doing.
Well, it's whatever. It's weird because it's true too. In like modern day and age, absurd shit is what becomes popular. Mm-hmm. I mean, you look at Miley Cyrus. Like people talk so much crap about Miley Cyrus, but what did her swinging naked on a wrecking ball do? It made the song hit #1 in the charts and freaking sell her albums to millions of people. Like,
when it is literally one of the most awful songs ever.
Which, by the way, I mean, this is, if you really want to get philosophical, by the way, there's a class on South Park. How do you know, because here's the thing, right? The people can preach to the choir. And you're always like, how do you not? That's what, Kyle was doing that, right? He was trying to break the hashtag, and but for the most part, he was preaching to the choir. And so how do you preach not to the choir? Well, you have to make the thing that you're trying to convert, you have to make that entertaining. So what did they do? They made their attack on entertainment entertaining. That's transcendence, ladies and gentlemen. That's enter-sendence.
Oh, they're also sponsored by Call of Duty, you can tell, because they showed them playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter.
And we're just going to get rid of this thing right here, Cartman, bro. That was fun.
We won't do that to you, Stephen, don't worry.
Oh, I'm gone.
Thank God. All right. What's left? But even the toilet they brought back. I get my own bathroom finally.
Oh, yeah, the transgender, yeah.
Because, yeah, it became transcendence, the transgender, to him having his own toilet.
What about Iggy Snowman booty?
Oh my god, I'm
Was
so
that
glad
the
they made
best?
fun of Iggy Azalea.
I think that was my favorite part of the episode.
Yeah.
I like the Kurt
That made me
Cobain.
giggle.
The Kurt Cobain was pretty great. Like, he's just singing and you really think he's going to blow his head off, and then it just like, bang!
What is this? Hashtag I hate Cartman Bra. All right, if there's nothing fair, why don't we let's go around the horn. Do
Okay.
you have any, what do you have?
Well, did you guys see the Workaholics promo?
Yes,
Oh, God,
I did.
she's talking about
Randomly episode?
workaholics again. I don't even know what's going on.
Clearly they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions on this promo. They really wanted us South Park fans to see it and take notice.
Wait, that was
Didn't
for
it jump out to
Workaholics?
you? Yeah, right?
I fast forwarded through it and then saw at the end that it was Workaholics.
Yeah.
But it literally said, and none of this
None of
stuff
this
will happen in the season.
Have you watched that show?
A little bit.
Workaholics and Key and Peele are up there. They're really funny stuff. Like
Well
really,
done.
really well done comedic shows. Like,
Yeah.
Well, that's why I mean, obviously it's an ad for the network, but that was the only ad in between.
Yeah, it wasn't
if
a
you
commercial
watched
break.
it on an actual TV, which 0.0000001% of you did, which is why you're trying to watch the damn show on YouTube right now.
yeah.
All right, let's go around the horn. Let's do favorite moment of the season, starting with Stephen Bra.
Oh man, let's see here. I'm gonna go. Oh my God, I'm commenting on myself. So I think
He's so stupid.
I'm really
Let
dumb.
me reference
Hashtag I hate Stephen Lemieux. Dude, I don't know. There were a lot of good episodes this season. I'd have to say that Wacky Races was one of my favorites, and then they didn't reference cock magic either.
No, one of the hashtags was cock magic for life.
Oh,
So
was
they
it?
did.
I
Okay,
saw
so they
that.
did.
Yeah.
They did.
Dude, yeah. So I gotta say between Wacky Races and the one with Lord, the very first Lord one.
And by the way, if last week, if we're counting this as as a full unit, they referenced cock magic because Randy's wife was like anything
Right
to
at
get
the
him not
beginning.
do
Yeah.
cock magic.
She hates that. Favorites. Well, yeah, I suppose Randy being Lord.
That was really
Yeah,
good.
his wine addiction. I like that. Remember?
Yes, of
what was
course.
it? It's not one glass of wine, it's 6. It's called a tasting and it's classy. I like that.
I know fans didn't like the Nimsy episode. I really liked that. I loved those guys, and because it was like, why don't you tell your parents? And then like, what's that, honey? Oh, yeah. No, if he thinks he's getting out of going to camp and ruining our Europe trip, that was just a great bud for that.
Perfect.
I loved the drones episode. I thought that was
That was a really
good.
good one. Yeah.
that was really good.
Butters is the only one with access to the key, and he said he didn't do it. So it must have a mind of its own.
All right, let's talk about the reception of this episode. It got a B from the AV Club. It got a 6.8 out of 10 by IGN. The climax of the entire episode and arguably the season didn't tie everything together in the way that it could have. I disagree with you. And Chris Longo from Den of the Geek gave it a 4 out of 5, stating the episode was incoherent, hilarious madness, its own art form. And let's, before my phone dies, let's read some hashtag.
Cartman, I hate Cartman, bro.
Yes, I'm going to read some of the better ones. Come on. Okay. I'm waiting for South Park to make an episode on Lizard Squad. Okay. They loved so PewDiePie, did you get rid of Cartman Bra? Thank you, LOL. Someone's favorite quote, I am trending so much that soon I will reach transcendence like Johnny Depp, but cool. We believe you, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I refuse to be part of this I hate Cartman Bra trend. It's dumb. Oh wait, damn. Who made this hashtag I hate Cartman Bra? Why did I find this offensive? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. What?
What?
None of these make sense. I have probable cause aphid burned into my retinas. I don't know what that is.
Allegedly probable cause.
WTF is going on? I'm so confused. Hashtag I hate Cartman Rod. This was one of the funniest seasons of South Park. And then an image of the Redskins. Go fuck yourself. Holiday special.
I agree with that.
I've always enjoyed putting fish sticks in my mouth, but I hate Cartman Bra is better.
He's a gay fish.
That I hate Cartman Bra episode hit too close to home. I gotta stop watching these YouTube vids. At least I'm not gonna be a grandpa. I'm so confused. What am I watching? Best fake tweet from South Park last night was, I miss you, Kurt, so much. Courtney did it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
There you go.
Agreed.
We'll end on that one.
Oh man. All right. So outro music.
All right, fans, thank you guys for tuning in.
I'm gonna get rid of these guys for you guys, because here's the outro music.
Whatever it is that, whatever the reason that you tuned in, whether to see a pretty lady, to see a handsome guy, to see a stupid kid, whatever the case may be, we loved having you. We loved talking with you. We know you disliked us half the time, more than half the time, but we loved you anyway.
Shout out to at IgniteHI, a big fan who watches us every week and always tweets me. I appreciate that. I've really gotten...
That's ignorant.
Allegedly!
I've had so much fun getting to know all the South Park fans and chatting about it with you guys. So thanks for having me.
It will be
I
back.
know I'm kind of girly and I'm not a gamer, and it's okay.
And there's not a lot in the spirit of which this is intended. There's not a lot of girly things to you, except for the girly parts.
Hashtag
touche.
I hate Cartman Bra. Hashtag HR.
All right, Stephen Lemieux, where can the people find you?
You guys can find me at the top left of your screen, actually the bottom left of your screen, and on Twitter at Stephen Lemieux. Check me out on Stephen Lemieux and hashtag I hate Stephen Lemieux.
Christy Olson, tweet me at Christy Reports.
And of course, follow us here at AfterBuzz TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and whatever form of new social media may exist in the time that we are off in between from here and season 19. We'll see you here next time around.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.